What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Nerd Theory. I didn't feel like doing the intro, so let's just
We are the intro.
dive in. We are the intro, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a new story today. Josh hit me with this story. I didn't even know about this. Josh, take it away, man. It's your story.
Yeah. So this is kind of a fun one, guys. This is coming from the Illuminati, who very, very reliable, especially in this regard. I know there were some people talking about this on Reddit where they were like, "Oh, well, it's a rumor," or some people think they might have been talking about Sabine in this casting call. Without going too far into it, I'm very certain that that is not who they're talking about. It's definitely Barriss. And it says here, Star Wars Ahsoka will include a shocking return of former Jedi Barriss Offee. Okay, so I will just read kind of down here, and it says, and while details have been scarce about the series, we have managed to uncover some truly exciting information, especially for fans of the Clone Wars. According to our sources, Star Wars Ahsoka is looking to cast Barriss Offee. She is listed as a lead character in her 20 to 30s, and they are looking to cast an Asian woman for the role. In the Clone Wars, Barriss Offee was voiced by Meredith Salinger and played by Nalini Krishan in Attack of the Clones. Barriss Offee is a Jedi Padawan along with Ahsoka Tano during the Clone Wars before graduating to Jedi Knight. She was trained under Jedi Master Luminora and bonded with Ahsoka during the second battle of Geonosis, where the two Padawans nearly lost their lives fighting against the Separatists. And then, as we all know, she ends up going to the dark side, becoming disenchanted with the Jedi Order, believing they were the cause of the Clone War. She sets up a bombing. If you'll recall, Clone Wars fans, she's the one that frames Ahsoka, and everybody thinks that it is not her, but it ends up getting revealed. And, you know, what's very interesting about this is, and I found this out later, that in the original script, Barriss was supposed to die, blowing herself up in her cell. And Filoni sort of mentions that he didn't like that ending, and he had plans for Barriss. Okay. Also, by the way, random in this photo, one of these dudes is probably the Grand Inquisitor. You know what I mean? The Inquisitors were the temple guards.
Probably one of them, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just kind of crazy there. But yeah, there's a lot of different speculation and fun stuff that we could get into with this. But I think it's pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you. I think, you know, we were talking about this a little bit briefly off air. She seems to be almost the perfect antagonist for Ahsoka for the show.
Yeah, I agree. And she would be like the boss level kind of chick at the end. But then it makes you wonder. It's like, you know, she's going off to find Thrawn right now. So how do we bring Barriss in there? And is Barriss maybe going to switch sides and be like, you know what, I was wrong, and have a bit of character development there and be like, you know what, let's team up, blah, blah, blah. And we could get two Jedi.
Yep. I think that
going forwards.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility. So that you've sort of hit the nail on the head with, I think, the main place that like fans will go to and speculate about. It's like, okay, is she still on the dark side, and will she present herself as the perfect antithesis to Ahsoka? That seems dope. But again, yeah, there's Thrawn. We know Thrawn's even in the log line of the show, right? That was sort of leaked out a month or two ago. Thrawn's in the log line. It's super big part of the show. However, you could still see Thrawn maybe tease for the end of that show and then set up for the second season. And Barriss could be the sort of main villain or the first boss, you know, getting to her. But it's also possible that Barriss would see the light, because even though she bombed the temple, I believe in Legends, Barriss Offee actually comes back to the light side and is given a new Padawan. And so Dave loves Legends, man. So it could be possible that he wants to sort of retell that story and bring her back to the light, or to the gray with Ahsoka, where we kind of think Ahsoka is right now, because she didn't offer to train Grogu. She doesn't feel like she's a Jedi. She told Grogu to go, you know, hang out with Luke, basically. So,
well, according to Freddie Prinze Jr., there is no gray Jedi, so don't forget that. But the thing with Ahsoka is that she is in this in-between period, I feel like, where she doesn't associate herself as being a Jedi, but she's also not a Sith. So what do you want to call it? Let's just call it in between. Purgatory Jedi, sort of thing. Purgatory Force user. She's just a Force user, perhaps, at this point. But I think her values do align within the Jedi still, and do align within the whole, you know, good motif. And her coming across Barriss, I feel like at this point she's much more level-headed, but also more powerful. I think she would question Barriss and ask her, why did you set me up? Why did you do all those things for me? And she really was ultimately sort of the seed that Ahsoka allowed to grow in her mind regarding leaving the Order.
Yep.
At the end of it, you know, there were a lot of different things that went in there. So I think, you know, throwing her in the mix in the show would add a lot to it, and it could definitely prolong Thrawn coming in, which I know for Disney Plus is great for their numbers, because then it lets them go on to season 2 and 3 and 4, because you have a few seasons with Barriss and this and that, and maybe a couple subsequent villains that lead up to Barriss, and then there's one even bigger, which is Thrawn. So it's, you know, how can it play out, and how can they drag it out without really dragging it out? So I think it's gonna be sweet, dude. I think it's gonna be cool.
You know, I had and I can't even fully take credit for this because it was something in my research that some people on Reddit were talking about. But, you know, originally a lot of people thought she was going to be the second sister leading up to Jedi Fallen Order, right? Before we found out about who the second sister actually is in the game, a lot of people thought it was going to be Barriss. And interestingly enough, the third sister and the third brother, I believe, other than the ninth sister, are the only Inquisitors alive after Jedi Fallen Order. So is it possible that Barriss is an Inquisitor and will end up being maybe one of the last Inquisitors left? I don't know. What do you think about that?
You think Barriss is going to become an Inquisitor?
I think it's possible. Yeah.
I think she could be the leader of them, perhaps.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, Vader was training them, but really he was just making a fool out of them and like chopping their hands off and stuff. But Barriss could be like their ringleader sort of thing.
Yeah. So I think it could be a thing where, if, depending on, you know, where Mandoverse goes from here, right? If Thrawn is going to be sort of the all-encompassing, like Thanos like villain, where he's like, all the shows are dealing with Thrawn and maybe the Empire of the Hand or some, you know, new version of that. Could we see a thing where he takes over the Inquisitori and has maybe Barriss? Or is Barriss an Inquisitor and Thrawn is going against the wishes of the Empire, and we see Ahsoka and Barriss align, not as allies in the Force, but as enemies of Thrawn to try to maybe stop him or something like that? What do you think?
Interesting. Yeah. The way I see it is that, you know, now they have Luke in there, so they have this big powerhouse Luke. So that kind of tips the scale. So what are you going to do to add on this side that's going to even it out a bit?
It's a good question.
I mean, Thrawn, sure, but we need a Force user. So who could that be?
Yeah.
A clone of a young Palpatine, perhaps. I'm kind of over cloning, but we do know that that's an in thing in Star Wars, especially with once Disney took over, they're really going for the clone stuff. And we even saw that in Legends too. So it's been a thing that's been around there for a long time. Let me answer this super quick. Vader's Vengeance, thanks for the $5, man. I'm not interested at this moment. Thank you, though, and good luck on the project.
For sure.
Going forwards, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I like where your head's at with that, because isn't that kind of the lesson that Luke has, you know, by the time we meet Grumpy Luke, where he's like, if the light and the darkness rising, my reign in the light side only presented and created an equal, you know, anchor point in the dark side. That's sort of like the Kylo Ray thing, right? So maybe we're seeing something like that. I think another big question is Ezra, right? A lot of people are wondering, is Ezra going to fall away from the light? Is he going to go towards the dark side? He has a propensity for it. There's something special about Ezra. Like, he's able to enter the world between worlds, and you need a master and apprentice to do that. He's able to open up a Sith holocron, but you need to be able to use the dark side to do that. So there's still a lot of mystery to Ezra as well. I would love this, man. This is kind of where my head was going at, as I was sort of like fan speculating about this. I'd love to see a sort of divergent Jedi Order, something different than what Luke was doing, and maybe like that's Ahsoka, Barriss, and Ezra, and they're not really going to be involved with like Grogu, Ben Solo, and, you know, Luke, but perhaps they will cross paths. But I would love it, dude, if we had sort of those, you don't got to call them gray Jedi, but sort of jaded Jedi, or like Force users that don't adhere to that code anymore. You know what I mean? That would be super interesting to me.
Yeah, that would be cool. I love those. I mean, Qui-Gon to me he's my favorite Jedi. He's my favorite character of any character in Star Wars.
Yeah.
He's like neck and neck with, I don't know. I got different interests, but Qui-Gon, Luke, and Anakin are my top three.
Yeah.
To see a Jedi like that, that's not so. The problem with the prequel Jedi were that they were so freaking obsessed with the Republic and their politics that they weren't really Jedi anymore. They were just, it couldn't be further from the truth from what Mace Windu said, that we're keepers of the peace, not soldiers. And then they were soldiers. They were literally just pawns in Palpatine's hand, which was in control of the Senate and the courts.
Yeah.
So it's like, to see a Jedi that uses the Force for what they think the Force truly is, kind of like a Bendu, that'd be really interesting to see. Really refreshing, I feel like.
Yeah. And I just think it's such a cool character to really, again, be that anchor point, for Ahsoka, whether or not they team up or they're set up as like true enemies. It just seems fantastic, man. I'm sure they will cast somebody great. They've done incredible with the live action versions of these characters. I mean, I think Rosario kills it. Tamara Morrison obviously kills it, but he had done it before. But yeah, I think they're doing great work over there. This is a really, really exciting thing, and it reminds me too that I will tease that there's another big Star Wars story that I'm not at liberty to quite talk about because it's not my story, but it'll come out on Wednesday. A lot of people will be talking about it. I will do a video then. I'm sure you will do a video again. I'll text you and remind you and just be like, yo, this thing's crazy. But and then I'm sure you and I will talk about it next week. But all I will say is that I remember hearing from some people that Lucasfilm may well start focusing heavily on the dark side and start focusing on dark side characters, and Barriss, definitely a great start for that kind of an idea. A fallen Jedi, you know what I mean? Pretty freaking cool.
But the Acolyte show, that's a show that no one really talks about much, but I'm fiending for the show. I'm salivating for this show. I think it's going to be so freaking insane. A chick Sith 200 years set before the Phantom Menace. I mean, this is going to be epic.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't agree more, and could see some really cool things explored there and just getting more of this dark side lore. I mean, one of my, not to take it back to the sequels, but like one of my big disappointments of Last Jedi was just frankly not seeing dark side training. When Snoke says that line, like, it's time for me to finish his training. Like, bro, we ain't never really seen fully fledged dark side training the way we saw the Jedi. You know what I mean? So I want dark side training, man. I want to see more of that. It's such a cool part of Star Wars that's heavily underutilized. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. That was something I was really interested in at the end of episode 7. It's like, oh crap, now we're going to see, Kylo training the way Luke did on Dagobah, but dark side version.
Would have been sick. Yeah.
It would have been pretty cool, right? I don't think we need an R-rated Sith movie, but I think we just need a movie that goes around the Sith and not something like EA tried to clickbait us with the whole Battlefront 2 scheme with we're going to show the point of view of the Empire, blah blah blah, and then all the way like a quarter into the game she switches her path. What? Yep. If you're going to show us the Empire, at least show us and that's something I love about Battlefront 2 2005 is that it starts from Order 66 and goes through from the clones perspective going into Stormtroopers, and it's sweet like that. But to give us something that switches, alternates, it's like, no, man, just stick with it and show us. We've seen so much of the Jedi, we've seen so much of the light side. I would love for that to happen. So if what you're saying is true, you'll have gained my trust.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. It's just nice to have some stuff to look forward to and some actual news, sort of coming out. There's been some sort of weird news about like, hey, Mando 3 likely gonna kind of be later. You're gonna have to wait for that till probably 2022 or longer, and they have other things going into production. But it's just nice to hear, and again, going back, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago now that like Dave got that promotion, and he's had it for a while, but it sort of came out and everyone's like, yo, dude, like from what I heard some stuff, man, that's like giving me some really good vibes where I was like, well, I can't talk about fully, but Dave is making some strong pushes over there for some things. And we'll talk more about it on Wednesday, but like, dude, like that little droplet here, little droplet there. Let me just ask you this, just to sort of maybe go where my brain is going. Do you think we could see Barris in Bad Batch? I mean, think about it, man. This is Dave's show. That's a Clone Wars sort of, spinoff,
Continuation.
and he's doing Ahsoka. He's, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm just seeing a possibility here that Barris could even be in the Bad Batch towards the end of this series.
It's possible. I wouldn't want to see it though. I'd want to see her in live action. I think now is the next level where it's just like you just don't mention anything to do with Barris.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in the Ahsoka show, it's like, what? Who the heck is that?
Yeah. I mean, it could work either way, right? Because Barris, I think, is so cool.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to her,
dude. Even if you don't know anything about Barris, she's a cool enough character that you'll be like, yo, what's her deal? And then when you look it back, you're gonna be satisfied. You're gonna look back and be like, dude, what? She bombed the Jedi Temple? The F? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of awesome. Like, it's her story's kind of awesome. So yeah, I'm super into it. I just think she's literally the perfect choice for that show. And I think Dave knows what he's doing, man. He's got some plans. He's got some plans.
Yeah, of course Dave knows. Shout out to Anthony, who's playing Battlefront 2 and watching and listening to Nerd Theory right now. Thanks, nice. Man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you guys think we'll see Zeb, Callus Rex, and Cal Kestis? I hope we see Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
What do you think of the last episode?
I like the last episode, dude. It was, it's funny. So like, yeah, it's wild. The I've been we had to shift like into like Loki focus or whatever. So I actually have one of the Nerd Vengers, Sheev the Wise. He was actually on a couple times on Nerd Council. He's like doing our watch parties.
Yeah, I know Sheev.
For us. Yeah, bro. So I knew as soon as I like handed it to him to do these watch parties, the show was gonna pick up. And of course it did. Like that Rex episode was dope, bro. Like he's savage. I felt like the whole Bad Batch is about to die, bro. Like literally, like just
he's stronger than all of them, man.
He could take them all out. Like he would John Wick them. You know what I mean? Like he would John Wick them. Yeah. And that's kind of dope. That was kind of cool tension. I really liked it. I like the idea of like going to this broken down place to try to remove the chips, but you're not quite sure what'll happen. That's I think the coolest part of the show with those characters is because we don't know where they end up, any one of them could go at any moment, right? We don't really know. So it does add a level of sort of anxiety and tension, which is nice.
That's a beautiful question in the super chat I just got. I'm going to write that down and actually make a video out of it because that's pretty sweet.
Whoa.
I'm going to take a picture of this.
That's pretty crazy, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy.
That is top. What do you think?
I mean, Mace is strong. You know what I mean? Mace is strong, but didn't he know about Anakin for a long time? I mean, Anakin's midichlorian count has to dwarf Mace's. Mace is incredibly powerful, but like fully powerful Anakin would have been way stronger than Mace, I think, no matter what.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. The only reason Mace beat Palpatine is because of his overpowered freaking ability of the pod.
Yep, and that's not enough to make him a great apprentice and to make him able to. I mean, and there would always be that thought too. Like he knew how he had Anakin, and he also groomed him for that role. He made him dependent on him. He did an incredible job of inducing that sort of Stockholm syndrome with Anakin before it even started. Would he have been able to do that to Mace? I don't think so. Mace is different. He's stronger. He's stronger-willed. He was raised actually at a young age in the temple, as opposed to Anakin. So there's just so many different things that I think made Anakin the really ideal candidate for being the puppet master's weapon.
I agree. It'd be rather intriguing. Any other rumors or things we got going on?
There was leaked photographs. We don't have to show them, because we don't want
to. I saw them of
the Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I mean, all that's really there is you get some Imperial stuff, and you get Ewan McGregor looking pretty freaking dope. And we only see a little bit of the costume underneath.
Yeah, they're smart. They cover it up, man. They know people are watching.
Exactly. And then there was the only real things with Obi-Wan. The only real things. I mean, there'll be some more stuff again coming out soon. I wish I could talk more about the crazy stuff on Wednesday, but there was the interview that he did with Pedro Pascal, and he was talking about Ewoks and stormtroopers, which
I
pretty
didn't
much
watch that yet.
it's cool, man. It's really feel good. It's like they're having a fun time, you know what I mean? Just being Star Wars bros. And the only things that really came out of it as far as like from a theory perspective are he talked about facing off against Jawas and stormtroopers. So it indicates that yeah, he's gonna fight some stormtroopers. You might have known that was happening, but a lot of people thought Obi-Wan was just stay on Tatooine the whole time and not fight anybody.
Right.
It definitely looks like he's leaving and he's going to be fighting some. He's going to be fighting.
Yeah,
this is for dang sure.
Wait, what, you think he's going to be leaving Tatooine?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like one last ride, you know, like in the Fast and Furious movies, one last ride, and then he's going to go out and be like, "Let's go, baby!" Grab a couple of death sticks and give it a whirl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one last ride, then it ends up in space.
Right? Yeah.
The fact that we've never heard about Clone Force 99 and Rebels makes me think they all die at the end to save Omega. It parallels 99's story. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think they're all going to die. I think Vader's going to come in just guns blazing.
Be sick.
Lightsaber blazing. Like Vader said, Wrecker would make a powerful asset. When did Vader say that?
I don't think Tarkin said that. I don't think Vader said that, if anything. We haven't seen Vader in the show at all. Right?
Oh, maybe he just means like what he said with Luke.
Oh, okay.
Powerful ally. If you could be turned.
The only other thing is that it seems like Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic will be in Andor, which is pretty dope. I liked him a lot in Solo. So it's fun to have him back in the Star Wars family, hopefully being a big old dick like he is. Dude, he was amazing. He was such a jerk.
He was one of the best.
He was amazing.
Oh, he was a jerk.
Deploy the garrison. It's like, like everybody's had one of those bosses where you're like, man, shut up.
Yeah, man, come on, chill out, dude.
Chill out, bro. Yeah, whatever. Wait,
he's just like observing, turns around, no one's doing anything. Are we blind?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was great. He was great.
It was good.
Yeah, and then also, this is a little additional thing. Forrest Whitaker apparently also as Saw will be in Andor. Andor's shaping up, man. Andor's seeming
Mark
more and more
sleeping
cool
on that show, but
Mark didn't even think it was
no one care. We don't care about Andor. It's like, no, I don't care about Andor either. But you know what I care about? The freaking era that Andor is in. That time period is going to be. That's the time period of Star Wars.
It's juicy time. It's juicy time period.
It's the most juicy.
Sure.
Succulent.
The most succulent, juicy, dripping,
tender.
All the things
ready to go, everything. Yeah,
Vaseline from head to tippy toe.
You know, yeah, well, okay,
all right, yeah, we can,
we're going a little,
a little far. Sorry, yeah, but
this isn't the gaming channel. We got to keep it PG.
yeah, for sure.
You're having a stream on Wednesday, you said?
Well, I'm gonna do a video about the news, and I'll drop a video about it when it comes out. Probably be around 1 or 2 p.m. I think when it drops.
Eastern. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll let everybody know on the Twitters, and then I think we'll talk about. I do Darren's Danger Room that night with Miss Darren Wood, so I think her and I will probably get into it a little bit. But I mean, look, it's a big story. I'll be talking about it for a while.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, leave some room for me in there.
I will leave some room. Of course. I was actually thinking if I can get you up, I'll try to hit you up on Wednesday. If you're up, maybe we'll do a video together about it. That'd be kind of
fun. I'm up, man. I sleep late.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you check out Loki episode 1?
I didn't. No, I haven't had any time yet.
And you got to see it. Another article came out about this Michael Waldron boy, who's the newest dude that I'm simping for. He's that Loki writer that's doing Kevin Feige's Star Wars. Another article came out about his Star Wars, but I haven't read it yet. I want to.
Really?
Dude, Loki episode 1 was good, man. And
I want to watch it. I don't know. I'm just not interested because it's the clone Loki. Or it's like the alternate universe Loki. I'm just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah. I can feel that. I can feel that a little bit because it's like, oh, well, it's not really.
I hate that. Yeah, I want the real one. The one, that we've known for all these different movies.
Yeah, I think part of the deal with Marvel is that they're about to give us a ton of different versions of characters. So I think they're trying to get the audience to like understand that and accept it, right? Because we're about to see I think, alternate versions of like a lot of characters we know, and you're kind of gonna have to just accept that a little. You know what I
Thanos?
mean? So yeah, because I think
You
even
think
in
we'll
the
see
Loki
Thanos
show,
again?
yeah, well, I think we will see Thanos again. I think you shelve Thanos for a while though. Thanos is a kind of dude was like he's like Vader, right? Like you can't if he shows up, he's the whole deal. It's everything shifts to Thanos. It's like, oh well, whatever we were doing over here, screw that. We got
Yeah.
Thanos to worry about. So you need to shelf him for a while. But yeah, I think we'll bring him back. I would bring him back in like a Secret Wars or something like that, where he would be one of many, hopefully very strong, crazy villains at that point. So you'd have like Kang, maybe God Emperor Doom, yeah, some really heavy hitters. So that then Thanos wouldn't be too distracting.
What if Palpatine paid the Tusken Raiders to capture and kill Anakin's mom and then induce the dreams after it was too late to save her to bring out Anakin's rage and take his first steps to the dark? He did. He didn't pay the Tuskens. He had Dooku do it.
Is that in the novel?
Yeah.
That is pretty.
I forgot which novel. It was either Labyrinth of... No, it wasn't Labyrinth of Evil. It was... God, which one was it? It was either Labyrinth of Evil... Attack of the Clones novel, or what was the other one? I did a video on it. But either way, it was mentioned. It's Legends now, so whatever.
Yeah,
but
so super cool idea.
Very cool idea, yeah. So it was implied. Once the Bad Batch is over, we got to get the Sith Lord Mark on Nerd Theory.
I like that Sith Lord Mark, man.
Yeah, the Sith Lord Mark is...
Y'all been doing some great interviews over there, too.
He's a Sithy, yeah. Yeah, we have another one this Wednesday.
Dope.
Yeah. Hey, would you think about an episode in the Ahsoka show where Luke and Ahsoka meet and Luke tells her about Anakin turning back to the light? Yeah. An episode in the Ahsoka show where Luke and Ahsoka meet and Luke tells her about Anakin turning... Well, he has to tell her. Otherwise, she's never going to know.
Right.
I think it'll be great. Really, really emotional to see that.
It would be really emotional. That'd be a powerful scene.
Could Ahmed Best return as Jar Jar in the Obi-Wan show? I'd personally love that. Yeah, but apparently they made his character reduced to a jester on the street. It was very sad.
It's actually really sad. If you read that passage, like, dude, he's like lonely,
depressed,
he's like just trying to make the kids happy, and the parents are like, "Don't listen to that idiot, stupid Gungan." And then his life is not that chill. Cool.
X-Wing says, I want Obi-Wan to roll up on the Tusken Raider shrine to Vader. How cool would that be? It's like on fire.
Dude, that would be pretty. That'd be all right.
Yeah. So, Chad, if you don't know about this, in the comics, Vader goes back to Tatooine, slaughters all the Tusken Raiders, and then they built a shrine to him because they figured he's like a god and he's just smiting them. And then they lit it on fire, and it was this massive shrine that looked like Vader.
That's sick, dude.
In the desert of Tatooine, yeah.
I want one in the desert of my backyard.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice.
Can you imagine if you it's like a big burning Vader in your backyard? The cops roll up and they're like, "Oh,
Abeloth will appear." How cool would that be?
Dude, that would
just
be
Lopi. Just rewatch Mando got me thinking who would win, Bad Batch versus Mando Squad with Mando and Bo-Katan. Bad Batch. Bad Batch, dude. Don't even. They're mutants. They're mutants, dude. Any one of the Bad Batch would kill Mando.
Maybe. I mean, Mando for sure.
Maybe not Tech or Echo.
Yeah. Look, Din is not all that, but he always seems to like find a way. You know, he's got that heart kind of thing. But Bo's the real deal, bro. And by the way, if you put Boba in there, freshly off his Mace Windu kill.
Okay, no, Boba's a different story.
Fresh off that Mace Windu.
Boba's a clone. Let's not. Yeah, let's.
That's true, actually. That's kind of cheating. You're right.
Yeah. Chat, what do you think? Bad Batch or Mando people? Mando and Bo-Katan. Do you guys think Maul was going to be in Kenobi? I wish. Yeah. What's chat saying?
Be sick. It would be cool.
You guys are the true diet in the Force. Always looking forward to anything you guys talk about. Rob from Vegas, do a meetup, Nerd Theory for life. You believe Darth Jar Jar? What's up, Rob? Yeah, we'll
What up,
definitely
man?
do a meetup in Vegas one day. I've never been to Vegas, so
Oh, Vegas is a great town, bro.
yeah, fun.
It's a great town. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
never been,
The
never
food, you know what?
seen.
Nobody talks about it enough, but it's the food, brother. You've got a bunch of 4-star, 5-star chefs. You go to a freaking like a breakfast buffet, and it's literally like all made by incredible chefs. Like it's a treat, man. It's a treat being in Vegas. The food's incredible.
Can't wait to go there someday. Check it out. See all the lights, the pretty little lights. Do you believe in Darth Jar Jar? Yeah, I think it could be true.
I mean, it's fun.
After what Ahmed Best said, yeah, I think it could be true. In that live that he did on Instagram, which I didn't
It was
see.
pretty funny.
Someone
I
told
mean,
me
I
about.
feel like he was being a little cheeky with
trolling?
it, but yeah, he's trolling a little bit. But you know what? Whatever. He's allowed. Nobody else can do that.
I can't believe everyone in chat saying Mando would take Bad Batch. Come on, dude. Mando and Bo would poop on them, yes. And Josh, fresh off that mission. No, you guys are high.
Yeah, man, chilling.
No, there's no
Mando
way.
would get it done, man.
How come Han didn't believe in Jedi and the Force, even though his best friend Chewie fought alongside them? Big fan of you both. Because Han's Han.
Yeah, I mean,
Han's just a dick.
yeah, man. He's just one of those guys that like
Doesn't believe. Yeah.
man. Yeah.
If you don't believe in ghosts, nothing's gonna make you believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Even if
Sure.
your best buddy has fought with ghosts.
Yeah, and is like swearing that they
It's
fought
like
with
swears
ghosts,
by
right?
you. You're just gonna be
You're
like,
gonna
I love you, man, but you're
Yeah.
whatever. Dude.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
Or maybe he doesn't want to believe it because he's afraid of them. The new Obi-Wan Sideshow action figure with Qui-Gon's lightsaber on his belt. I'd be way down to see. Yeah, I have the I have it. The like cheap Mythos version. Mythos. Oh, I say Mythos.
So is that some kind of possible indication of okay, see, he's saying a dual saber thing with the both their crystals. That'd be kind of sick.
Dual saber. No, he's got Kenobi's saber and Anakin's.
Well, maybe and Qui-Gon's, yeah.
Yeah, he's got Qui-Gon's and Anakin's.
And his own or no?
Mm-hmm.
So couldn't he do a blue-green double blade?
Oh yeah, he could. I guess
that'd be kind of sick, dude.
Yeah, they're both on his sack.
Amen. Amen.
They're like hanging off his backpack.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, literally. I can. I'll go get it. Actually.
Do you think?
Keep the chat busy.
I'm going to talk about this. The fact that what they need to do is have a scene like this where Obi's got all those lightsabers on his fanny pack, and someone puts a message of it on the like on the HoloNet, and Grievous's illegitimate son, who you guys didn't know about, but spoilers, that's the crazy Wednesday news, is that Grievous had a illegitimate son. You know, when you spin sabers like that, you know, it's very attractive to the ladies. It's like a mating call. So anyway, his illegitimate son will see it on the HoloNet, and he's going to be so jealous of Obi-Wan's sack flapping in the wind with all those lightsabers that he's going to be like, General Kenobi, those will make a fine addition to my collection. And then the son of Grievous will be the main villain in Obi-Wan. So there you have it. There you have it. That's sick.
Yeah. So check it out. I didn't put it on properly, but here he is. Okay.
Dude, that's sick.
And you turn him around, and there's Anakin's, and then there's Qui-Gon's right in there. Let me just take it out.
That's cool, man.
If it'll focus, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
There it is, man. So he's got both of them. And then his own lightsaber is... Did I lose it? I don't know. But yeah. And he's got his like Clone Wars pauldron there and his armor. It's really cool, and like a blanket.
That's sick, dude.
So this would be Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan in the Kenobi show. Literally.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun times. Fun times ahead, ladies and gentlemen.
I should just do videos where I play with my toys.
Man, did you ever like have some fun like battles or setups or things like when you were younger? I used to have the Transformers versus the Star Wars toys. That was always a really fun one for me. Yeah.
Palpatine's hilt is my fave. What about yours?
I'd say Dooku's. I like that. I like that curve hilt. Very cool. Very elegant.
Does Luke ever find out that Chewie was buddies with Master Yoda? Pretty sure. I don't think they were buddies, but he certainly fought alongside him. I guess they were buddies.
Yeah, I mean they had good relations. I don't know.
They're more buddies than Anakin and Mace.
Yeah.
How would you guys want Liam Neeson Qui-Gon implemented as a voice? Imagine a Qui-Gon movie when he and Obi on Mandalore. Him and Obi on Mandalore.
Him and Obi on Mandalore. What the heck's that about?
The other news you guys can talk about is the Book of Boba Fett will discuss his backstory. Yeah, and how he survived.
That is going to be really cool. Yeah, indication that we're going to get some of the backstory. Tamara Morrison sort of talked about that. That is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get more of that backstory. And I think we did actually talk about this. Well, a little bit where we were like, yo, it's cool what they're doing in the comics. Seems like they're really pushing a lot of Boba. Boba's getting built up as a big person in whatever this Filoniverse / Mandoverse thing is. So I'm all for it, man. I am all for it.
If that Obi-Wan figure is part of canon, he would have had to break into the temple to retrieve them. Well, no, he had Anakin's lightsaber. And as for Qui-Gon's, we don't know when he took it. You know, anytime from the Phantom Menace. So
I'd say probably took it at the end of Phantom Menace.
Probably, dude.
Doesn't he use it to cut them all in half?
He does.
It's
but
a good memento.
I think Ditcher's universe assumes that it was burning with him.
Fair Ditcher's universe.
But I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I'd like to see the backstory of Obi-Wan, Bo-Katan's sister. Satine? Fair enough. I still love that Kenobi figure you sent. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a review of all my figures and stuff.
Hey,
just doing reviews. Josh, the Den of Nerds Discord is fire.
Oh yeah, it's always a good time over there. A little too much of a good time sometimes.
I think Mando could 1v1 any of the Bad Batch. When it comes to Wrecker, I think he'd outsmart him like Fennec.
Dude, Wrecker's such a Hulk, bro. Did you see how Din got tossed around by the Death Trooper or the robot thing at the end?
The Dark Trooper, yeah.
Yeah, man, he got tossed around like a little rag doll. He was lucky that he got that spear shot through its head.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna happen with Wrecker.
No.
He's gonna get wrecked.
What if Rey accessed the world between worlds and Ahsoka or whoever, and they cut her head off? Yikes.
Yeah, man.
It's dark.
I think that is a Rey fan. $63 worlds.
Well,
I mean, it could be, but who would retire it? Maybe Obi retired it.
And they didn't. They had extra lightsabers laying around because remember in Attack of the Clones when they just tossed a whole bunch of extra ones to Anakin and Obi-Wan. She's like, here, have this one.
Yeah,
it's not even green. It's like yellow green.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Bendu and Abeloth, Ghost, Anakin, and Ahsoka show. Yeah, I'd like to see the Bendu again. I feel like there's
Bendu's sweet.
A lot more to be said about him, but we don't really know anything.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. And he had interactions with Thrawn too, so could tie into maybe some Ahsoka stuff. Yeah,
I think we'll see him again, something like that. Yeah,
puppies are good. Kalista, puppies are good. They had a good day.
You got puppies?
Yeah, I got a couple of Shiba Inu puppies.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, named them Luke and Leia.
Say goodbye to your life.
I know, right?
For the next year until
I know.
We'll chill.
Yeah. They're good. We had a really good day yesterday and a really good day today. I think only one accident today. But they're
It happens.
surprisingly, yeah, I mean, you're gonna have that with the pups, but they're surprisingly really good. They've been great all day while we were working and editing videos and stuff. They weren't even really like bothersome. They slept mostly, played when we wanted to play, went outside. Yeah, so they're fine. They're fine. Interesting breed Shibas though. They don't listen as well as other breeds. They're very stubborn and
Ha!
they don't please.
Get a husky.
They're not eager to please, man.
Get a husky. You know
I
what?
know.
I find the husky is the most loving
Yeah.
of any dog I've met. I don't know. I've never experienced much with a Shiba, but
Yeah.
they look very cute.
They're so
and
cute, dude.
more hairy than
Yeah.
huskies, I think. But I don't know if they shed as
They're-
much.
Their fur's very thick.
Yeah.
It's they're very interesting little dogs. They're from the mountains in Japan, and they're actually really good in snow, which is kind of interesting.
Mm.
But they're a blast, man. But they're really smart, and they can be really stubborn. They have some cat qualities, which is kind of funny. But yeah,
Cat
man.
qualities?
Yeah.
Are they around right now, or do you want to show?
I mean,
me?
I could maybe grab them in a second.
Love to
Let
see
me,
a little pup.
yeah, let me check on him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get him.
All right. That'll be cute, man. If Windu lived, which will become canon eventually, who took him out? Couldn't have been Vader, since he even beat Palp. Well, I can't answer that, because then I'll give you answers to how I would do it, and I want you all to be excited when I make Vader episode 2 in the year 2800. Bro's big theory. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be sooner than that. Dr. Pershing is related to Tech somehow. Son of a clone. Oh, interesting. He does kind of look like him, eh? Weird. I never thought of that. That's weird. It could be. Din is good, but he can't beat everyone. This is kind of why I like him. I don't see him beating Wrecker. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think everyone's sleeping on my boys in the Bad Batch. Like, you can't. They're freaking mutants, dude. Like, it's just their next level. Like, they're not. They're freaking clones of Jango Fett, first of all, but then they're also mutants. They're like mutant Jango Fetts. I don't know if you remember me. I'm the one with the gallbladder surgery last week. Thanks for the good thoughts. Oh, dude, I'm very happy it went well. That's awesome, Brandon. That's great, man. So what's recovery like now? You just chilling, or obviously, I guess, just laying low? That's the best. Just laying low, recovering and stuff. I'm glad it went well, dude. Thanks for keeping me updated. Husky gang, Shiba gang, my dog Obi-Wan's top tier.
All right, I'm gonna try to grab him for a second, but he's being a little butthole. But
Jared, that'd be sick.
So this is Luke. What's up, buddy? You're a big star. You're a big star now. What do you say?
There we go.
Hey, look, that's you.
That's so cute.
What a cute pup, huh? Yeah, he's got a little bow tie on his thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's too cute, man.
Yeah, his sister Leia is just as cute as well. She's got like ears that kind of flop down.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, they're real cute. I'm gonna take them out. I'll be right back. Okay.
We're just gonna end the show. I think we're okay. All right.
All right, we can end it. No, I'm here.
Well, how long are you gonna take him out for?
No, I just need to put him outside the office. That's all.
Oh, okay. I meant like they need to go poopy pee pee.
No. I'll be 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you think we'll ever see someone focus on the Gray Jedi in the Star Wars movies? Yeah, I hope. You mean like Qui-Gon or something like that? I think the idea of a Gray Jedi is a very interesting concept, because we get to see a Jedi who's not so disillusioned with the politics of the Republic. Darth Puppy. Oh, chat's all like, oh. The Bad Batch will win against Season 1 Mando, but against Season 2 or 3, I think Mando will win.
I mean, he does get better, but I don't know if he gets that much better.
If you could be a new Jedi, if you could be a new Jedi in a future episode, what would your character be named, and what special powers would you have? I'd have the Infinity Stones.
Be pretty good. Probably
Just
be
do
any
anything.
Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that, man.
I mean, be pretty strong.
Vader against Thanos.
If he has the full gauntlet, dude, it's over. But I will say this.
It's not over. It's not over. No, Vader would just not allow him to close his hand.
That is the thing, right? So that would be in but that's not the way it is in the comics. In the MCU for sure, because he can't close his hand. Vader would stop that. But in the comics, dude, they don't need to do that to use the stones. He just has to like have it on the gauntlet. But yeah, it's super OP. Dude, yeah. It's just he doesn't even have to use his hand. Yeah. It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild.
We gotta do some fantasy battles on that, dude.
I know. Well, dude, that one would be that'd be a tricky one. I'd say without the gauntlet, though, Thanos would not even stand a chance against Vader.
Well, of course, yeah.
You know, like that's too tough, right?
We would definitely piss some people off with our answer, no matter what it would be.
Yeah, true.
I think Omega is a weapon, doesn't know it. Camino cloners always have a purpose for their creations. Can't wait to see how the show goes. I think so too. She's a ticking time bomb. I've said that from the beginning. Vader is broken. He would win. What do you guys think are some realistic live-action Clone Wars era shows we could see, if any? Wait, did you just do a? You think Thanos would win?
I don't know. I get that point. That's kind of a fun point. It'd be interesting to see how tough is Thanos' skin, because it's really, really tough, but I don't know if it can stand up to a lightsaber. Seems like he would get whacked. Because like his skin is really, really tough, bro. Just saying. It's really, really strong.
Okay, but is it tough enough for a freaking hot plasma sword to go?
You never know. Until you try, who would know?
I mean, remember when Iron Man hit him with his boot, and he's like, "Oh, that for a drop of blood."
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, but that's not a freaking plasma sword.
No, it's not.
That cuts through literally anything. Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Depends who's writing it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think Vader would probably have the advantage. I will say though, Thanos at the height of his power had an army that would rival the armies of the Empire. That would be really interesting to see, like sort of a clash of their armies, because at one point he's like this just massive warlord, just an incredible army, an armada. So that would be pretty fun to see. But as far as a one-on-one, I just don't see it without the gauntlet. But
yeah, it'd be tougher for sure.
I mean, he stood toe-to-toe with Hulk, though. You know what I mean? Like, he basically whooped Hulk and made Hulk kind of look like a pansy. So that's not easy to do. And
yeah, I don't like how they never gave Hulk redemption for that, man.
I know. No rematch was pretty whack on that.
Just give us Bruce Banner with biceps.
I want him to be savage again. I do.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah. Well, his son, it just came out over the weekend. His son is rumored to be in the She-Hulk series, and his son is a badass, bro. So hopefully at least his son will be savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So the dad's going to be all professorish now.
Yeah, he's probably
yo, thank you, Roberto. Appreciate it, man. I haven't seen... Well, no, I haven't reacted to it, but I've seen them.
Yeah, those cutscenes are amazing.
M, what's up?
What up?
Thanks for the great entertainment tonight, boys. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Well, I hope you're going to be joining us for the GTA stream.
You doing role-playing GTA? Or just GTA?
No, just GTA with my boys.
Oh, okay. That's sick. That's
fun. On the gaming channel. Go to Theories Arcade chat tonight. We're going to be playing GTA 5 with my crew. So go check it out. And M, appreciate you. She was there for like all the streams earlier today. And it's nice seeing you here too.
Nice. Very cool.
It's interesting how you have different people from different channels that come in.
Yeah. It's always fun to
see. From like your different channels. Like I have different people on my gaming channel, different people here. And sometimes they cross worlds. It's cool. Yeah,
it's fun, man.
I've seen the Indy 5 director, James Mangold, have a Twitter spat with a YouTuber. Any opinions? No, what is this about? I don't go on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know. I didn't actually see what transpired. I know that he went a little hard on whoever they were. I'm actually not familiar with the YouTubers that had done it, but apparently they just made a tweet like about Indy 5 not being good or something. And then James Mangold, who's the director of that. By the way, I love
Mm.
James Mangold. Like, in my opinion, one of the best living filmmakers there
What else has
around.
he done?
He did 310 to Yuma. He did Walk the Line. He directed Logan. He directed Ford versus Ferrari. He directed a really
Logan.
great,
Nice.
yeah, he directed a really great movie called Day and Night with Tom Cruise. He's directed a lot of
Wow.
movies. Yeah, he's
Nice.
incredible, dude. He's incredible. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, I do. From what I saw of the exchange, he did go pretty hard on them. Like, he was like being like, they sent a picture, like they were trying to get his goat or whatever, and whatever, and he was like
Right.
making fun of their set and stuff. Like, so they had
Okay.
a fake bricks and like fancy bounce lighting and stuff. It was weird. Like, I was like, I don't fully understand what's going on here. But yeah, James Mangold went pretty hard on these dudes. So again, I
All
don't
right.
know who the dudes are. I don't have the full context. But he did go hard. But in my opinion, I mean, I'm still team Mangold all day, baby. You know, I don't know what people are expecting.
Yeah, I don't care. Just because someone's a YouTuber and gets shit on doesn't. I'm not going to be on the side of the YouTuber. I need to. It's
Right.
it's a person to person kind of thing. It's
Yeah. I
you know,
don't really have enough
I judge you based
context.
on
Yeah, I can't judge harshly either
not your
way,
platform, but
Yeah.
who you are and what you say and what you do. So
Yeah.
I need to know the context.
Mhm. Yeah. It is interesting that Hollywood people have been sort of more engaged with YouTubers and bloggers and scoopers and stuff like that. Like, I've noticed James Gunn and a couple other people will retweet articles and like just straight deny stuff or try to make people look silly. And I think that's kind of a weird line. I think if you're a Hollywood crowd, you should not walk in that space of like sort of the influencer Twitter world. That's kind of just my opinion. And if you do enter that world, you should expect all of the things that come with this world. You know what I mean? And people aren't always nice, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I just don't see a good scenario for someone like Mangold. Like, what does he get out of that? Like, how does, you know what I mean?
I've
Like,
noticed. I've noticed. I've noticed on my time on YouTube that it's interesting because people in Hollywood look down upon you. They see you as Pablo Hidalgo says, a tick.
Yeah.
They see and then regular like people just like us sometimes see us as like, oh cool, like they did something with their hobby or their interest and they made a career out of it and this is awesome. They're either a genuine person or they deem you as, not being so genuine, or they like you or they don't like you. That's just how it works. But there isn't like this typical, like, I feel like Hollywood just looks directly down upon any YouTuber. And I think it comes from a place of perhaps anger or fear that the amount of followers that YouTubers can amass.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, YouTubers aren't any different than anyone who's watching this stream right now. The only difference is that we decided to make videos and people liked our personality or they liked something that we said or whatever, and they subscribe to that idea and they subscribe to our channels and so on and so forth. That's how YouTube works. You look at, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all these people, these 20 million subs, PewDiePie, 100 million subs. Yeah. Obviously, they're just regular dudes who started video game streaming or making Vine videos or whatever, and it grew exponentially. It's like a snowball. You start with a little pebble, and it just grows into this giant avalanche of a freaking thing. And I think what Hollywood doesn't like is that it's not regulated. We don't have a boss. There's no one that can come and say, "Hey, like, you can't say this anymore." I mean, unless they take you out completely off YouTube, but if you stay within the guidelines and the rules, that's not happening. So things like with Hollywood, I feel like, my opinion is that they can't control you. So if they can't control you, they fear you.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk shit as much as they want. They're going to call you a tick. They're going to say you're irrelevant, this and that. But at the end of the day, proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
When you pull in bigger numbers than some of the bigger guys, some of the actual official news channels or whatever it may be, that speaks more for itself than anyone saying anything about you.
No, yeah, I agree. I think it's been in, even especially in the last year, where essentially a lot of those people became YouTubers anyways, right? So like if you're doing a talk show
Yeah.
host, you essentially had to become a YouTuber. Jimmy Fallon became a YouTuber. You know what I mean? These people
Yeah,
became a
man.
YouTuber. And it's so interesting because a few of them did all right at it. A lot of them sucked, and they sort of learned over time. And I think actually the culture scape will sort of change in a way where especially people that are really doing a great job on YouTube are going to be looked at in a lot more of a high regard moving forward. You know what I mean? Like right now, I think we're still sort of in the twilight of maybe what you're talking about, a little bit of like the bitter Hollywood crowd that doesn't like the reach and the influence that the YouTubers have. In the news space, I
Mm.
think it's much worse. So I think that the news channels are terrified and should be of independent media because they have so become just totally shallow, hollow echo chambers that are spreading propaganda for one side or the other in a culture
Mhm.
war. And it's so obvious to most people. So they're in real trouble. But I think that like the people that you and I interact with, or rather the verticals that we cover, those people are fine, dude. Like I'm not gonna. I mean, you have actually went out and made incredible Star Wars, but I'm not gonna be able to go out and make incredible Star Wars. Like other people are gonna have to pick up that mantle, go work for Disney, sign that contract, get the money, and go make something ridiculous. So I don't think it's the same thing. I think these people should embrace the YouTuber thing. Some of them have, like Zack Snyder. He's done an incredible job of embracing YouTube, embracing YouTube culture,
Mhm.
influencer culture, and he's gained a lot from it. While other people have tried to scorn it at every chance, and they have been hurt in some ways on social media. So
Well, YouTube is it's a public domain where anybody could make a YouTube channel and make a YouTube video. Every single person watching, the 2,500 of you right now, could make a video or a YouTube channel, and I guarantee you, probably at least, I would say at least 1% would be successful, and I'm talking like a big channel. And the rest of you maybe 10% or something like that, because it isn't an easy thing, and there are what is it, like hundreds of billions of hours uploaded every single day on YouTube or something like
it's
that.
wild, bro.
It's
It's
crazy.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you create, and that's the thing, is when you when you have a public forum like YouTube where anybody can be a creator, there are no rules set by some sort of suit, sitting up at the top there and having a board of delegates. Like, these are the rules we need to adhere by, blah, 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 for our station and our news and blah, blah. You can have someone spouting the most fake news as fact, and no one would be the wiser, because they say, okay, well, this guy's got a lot of subscribers, and it's information out there, because typically most people don't want to believe that you're full of shit, and they want to believe that, okay, well, why would this person just be spouting something that's fake or incorrect?
Right.
So you could just go out there and you could really cause havoc if you wanted to, and that's the danger with it. But
Yeah.
because you don't know, you always got to do your due diligence as a viewer to see, okay, who am I really watching? Do I take everything with a grain of salt? Like, who is this person? And over the years, you eventually figure out who these content creators and these people are that are making these videos, and you get a bit of a gist of their personality.
Yep.
And if you can do that, you're okay. You'll figure out who they are, and whatever your values align with, you'll go to those kind of viewers and those kind of channels. That's why every single channel has different viewers, right? You have some people who are like, I hate that YouTuber, but then they got 20 million subs. It's like,
Yeah.
well, why is that? Because
Mhm.
they adhere to a different audience, and you adhere to a different audience. And I think that's the thing, is that it's a very rainbow colored platform where you have everybody in there, and they
Yeah.
can say and do whatever they want, and no one can control it. So shit on it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that for sure. It is just, I think some people, Hollywood in a lot of ways too is going through a really weird time. So take YouTube out of the game, even their own industry with streaming services, direct digital, the fact that theaters are still diminished, like there's a
Yeah.
lot going on with just the movie industry in and of itself. I mean, frankly, movies have been kept alive by Star Wars and Marvel for the past like 8 years, in my opinion. I think
Yeah.
especially minus Marvel over the past 10 years. I'm telling you, man, it's literally like half the box office that you've got. The movie industry is not what it was. It's a corpse being held up by some big numbers, which I don't even think are really that real.
Yeah.
So Hollywood itself is going through a really weird time. And then on top of that, you do have YouTubers. You do have this new, upcrop of content that people enjoy. Like a lot of people will literally rather go watch a YouTube video than a movie or a show. And a lot of the it's because it's really catered content to a specific need or desire. You know what I mean? Because like you said, there's so many YouTubers, bro. You can find. I got crypto YouTubers that I watch. I've got Magic the Gathering crypto. I got Magic the Gathering YouTubers I watch. You know what I mean? I got Star Wars YouTubers. I got Marvel YouTubers. I've got anything you can think of. You know what I mean? Any of my personal things that I'm into, there's somebody on YouTube making content that I find enjoyable. It's a freaking miracle that exists, and it's not something that I think Hollywood can replicate at all.
I don't think they can. I don't think Hollywood can replicate the genuine feel that a YouTuber has, because we're one of the people. We're one of you guys. We don't have talent agents. We don't have a whole corporate marketing team working behind us to push us to say this or that. It's like we say whatever we feel like doing or saying that day, in that moment, in that time. There are no rules here.
Yep.
We are just a nerd. We're just nerds. And we just talk about nerd stuff. That's it.
Just talk about nerds. Our only rules. This is what's kind of fun about it. Is like our only rules are really set by the degree to which we listen to our audience. We only really change things if it is like a real thing for the audience, or rather like, oh, well, that's not going to fit into what the audience likes, or, oh, the audience likes this, so let's do this. But that's totally normal. I think all businesses and brands should do that. With YouTube, it's a little bit different because we have such an intimate connection with our people, especially if you have a big Discord, if you've got a big Twitter following and they're hitting you up in the comments, all this stuff, bro. I have so much communication with the Nerd Vengers. It's like wild. So I have my finger on the pulse most of what they want and what they're into. Now, I often won't give them what they want, and I complain about Star Wars and I talk about Zack Snyder too much. But I know when to draw it back, because I'm like, okay, these are the people that are here. They're supporting me. They're helping me. I don't care about some faceless corpo or whatever. Like, dude, these are my people. You know what I mean? So it's different and it's beautiful.
YouTubers will be leading the way in the future. I guarantee that.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, there's been
20 years. It's going to be, it's going to take some time, but it's the way it's going. Yeah, I mean, you already have YouTubers entering the boxing ring with the best boxers in the world. I mean, like making hundreds of millions of dollars. Like it's a numbers game, Yep. Musicians sell numbers. They sell music, but at the end of the day, they sell numbers.
Yep.
The amount of songs now it's streaming. The amount of songs you get streamed, the number of streams you get for your song, you get a certain amount of money.
Yep.
The same thing with YouTube.
Yep.
It's a numbers game.
It's a pretty pure thing, man. And I really do think that a lot of them, even today, are underappreciated, man. Underappreciated for what they do, for fandom, and I know it's wild. And I do think we're getting to be on the other side of that. Where in like a couple of years from now, it'll be a thing where like you say YouTuber and it has a totally different vibe than it has now, right? Where it's like, oh, YouTuber, it'll be the future. It'll be like, oh, damn, you know what I mean? Like, that's dope, because it'll be something truly established as a great piece of sort of digital real estate, if you will, right? To have like this little piece of the attention economy. Yeah, I've got this little piece of the attention economy, and I have access to this audience with this content. So yeah, it's cool.
I agree, man. It's cool. It's cool to be a YouTuber, and I didn't think this would happen. It was a fluke.
Bro, I used to not want to be a YouTuber because I wanted to be a comic book writer, and I didn't want to be known as the comic book writer that was a YouTuber. I used to think that was, I literally, bro, for the first year that I could have done YouTube, I talked myself out of it because I was like, no, man, you're just going to be like the next Frank Miller and you don't want to be known as like a YouTuber. Now, bro, I swear, and I don't know, knock on wood, because I don't want to knock on wood. We'll see what happens. But I'm working on a comic now, and I think I will do way bigger numbers than I would have done had I just stuck to comics, because now I have like an actual engaged audience. I have reach, know you. Right. So it's like, I think I will now do way bigger with my next comic than I would have had I just done it. So I had it all mixed up.
Yeah, of course. You built a community out of your sincerity and your honesty.
Yeah.
And that's it. I was just gonna say, why don't we make a comic together,
We should make a comic together.
like
We
a
should.
story?
Yeah. Oh, bro, for sure, man. I used to work in comics. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I was the editor in chief of a small press comics company. I've done 2 Kickstarters successfully for comics before. So yeah, I've got some experience in the comic. Actually, here, I'll show you something. This is literally one of my comics right here. It's called Robin Hood Eon Edge. It's a cyberpunk Robin Hood book. Yeah. Oh, shit. I mean, check it out.
Get the F out of here, dude. What?
Yeah. That's me, the letterer. You can't really see it. The autofocus is weird. That's me, the letterer, the artist, all those. So yeah. And this was the imprint brand that I was the editor in chief of, Red Band. This was a fun book, man. Unfortunately, we never did a issue 2 because life just took me in a different way. But yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. A lot of cool sci-fi stuff in here. Yeah.
I want to make a comic, dude.
Dude, it's fun. There's no feeling like getting pages back from an artist. Like, you write the script and you imagine something, and then the ability of a great artist to take that to the next level, and then you get that page in your email, bro. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. It's like getting transported to a new world that you kind of built, but you built like together. Very cool. So we should definitely do it, man. I've got some plans, so we can definitely talk about that.
Yeah, well, that's where I want to create a fictional book series one day.
You should have your own IP, because IP is kind of a thing now too, right? So you've got the sort of thing,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be cool.
You could build.
I just have a lot of interesting. Well, I think they're interesting stories to tell, like fantasy stories and stuff.
Faux show.
Yeah,
faux show.
Am I a hockey fan? Not really. I like skating, but not really a hockey fan.
Not really a hockey fan. I mean, I'm a Penguins fan, but they're just so good all the time. It gets bored watching them win all the time. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Penguins, I watched Good Luck Chuck last night again. I haven't seen that movie since like 2000s.
That movie's funny, bro. That movie's funny. Jessica Alba would be looking great in that movie too.
Oh, amazing. Dude, what the hell happened to Dane Cook? Where is he?
Bro, he had like a total sort of meltdown thing, I think, didn't he? Like he totally went away for a while. I think he got accused of stealing jokes. He went through a rough patch.
I didn't know about this. I haven't Googled it. I gotta Google.
I haven't listened to like much of his stuff recently, but the last I heard, that I think it was like Louis C.K. back before he got canceled was like actually helped do a lot of damage to Dane's career, because Dane stole a couple of Louis' jokes and made it blew up or whatever. So
he didn't steal. Did he? Let me see. Stole them or like reworded them? Or what's going on?
Yeah, but that's kind of the same thing to comedians. Like if you've got
absolutely.
If you've got a good bit and you're working that bit at clubs, and you don't quite have it figured out yet, and then like another comedian's like, dude, there's
a whole thing about it in 2015. Dane Cook on joke stealing with Louis C.K. He talks about it or something, joke theft and crypto. Dane Cook talks about the time he went on Louis C.K.'s show.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he went on
Joe
the show.
Rogan and Bill Burr recalls Dane Cook stealing jokes. What the hell?
Yeah, he got he was they called him the arena filler, right? So he got so famous in comedy. He was like Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart, right? Like so crazy famous.
Dude, he was awesome. He was awesome.
He was hilarious. Yeah. I love Dane Cook, but I think that probably why he justified stealing the jokes or whatever was that he was the biggest thing, and he felt like he needed to keep that going for comedy or whatever bullshit excuse he gave to himself. But yeah, I think he went down a bad path and stole some jokes and all that.
Fair enough. Well, I'm sure he has his side of the story, and I'm gonna go research it after this book together. Yeah,
dude, we should do a whole line, man. We could create a whole universe, different characters.
Yeah,
do like a group book, have branch off.
I'm serious about this, man. We can get it all copyrighted and everything. I'm down for this.
No, I'm 100% down. I have a book that I have the first issue written, and I actually been working on the backstory, and it's like kind of really cool. So I'll send you some of that stuff, and yeah, we can definitely do that, man. I'm open to it. I'm 100% open to it. I've been trying to get back into comics, so yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we
Show.
can turn it into a movie in a few
Bro.
years.
100%. We could, well, if the comic takes off, like if you and I did, think about this. If you and I did a Kickstarter for a book, bro, and it did like 100K, 150K on a Kickstarter, right? Netflix or somebody will be like, what if you wanted like a couple millies and we got the rights to it or something? You know what I mean? Like if we made it that epic
That'd be
and it
cool,
was like
man.
boom, and then
Well,
all
if
of
it
a sudden
had
it's like,
numbers again, if it had the numbers behind it.
if it had the numbers behind it, 100%. You can't deny numbers, man.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we got something to talk about then, I suppose.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
Comic, sideshow figures, Star Wars. You two are talking directly to my heart. Thank you both. Loving today's show. Thanks, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah, we always
It's
love
fun.
the show on Mondays.
Yeah, man.
It's
Fun
always
to
a good
just
time.
nerd out, man.
I'd love to see you start your own verse story. I have a fun outlined with the big bad lives on a planet orbiting a black hole, so his time is way slower. 1 day for him is 1 year for his subs. Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Dude, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Jeez.
I dig it.
If you guys make comics, I will buy, definitely. Hey, our first customer.
There we go. Kevin.
What's my most impactful Star Wars memory? I'd have to think about that. I have a few.
Yeah, I have a few. Seeing John Williams play live for the 40th anniversary of Star Wars, the year that Carrie died was pretty up there. That was wild, bro. Like her daughter came out and gave like this really great emotional tribute to Carrie, and like basically everybody was crying. And then like George comes back out and he's like, you know, we thought of a great way to honor Carrie, and here he is, the special sauce of Star Wars, John Williams. And they like had this curtain like pull back. It was John Williams on a full orchestra, bro. He starts with Leia's theme and he just went, dude.
Wow, dude.
Like a half hour straight. Everybody's just in awe at what we were witnessing. That was probably the biggest one for me.
Wow.
It was fun.
Where can we see? People want to buy your comic already, man.
Yes. So I don't think you can get that one, although I am going to do something semi soon about it. But there's some comics you can look up. I have some comics on Comixology. And then if you look up Moros, Moros, and Short Fuse Media Group, I think is the publisher. Yeah. Short Fuse Media Group.
Cool, man. Well, we definitely have to talk more about this comic thing because I'm actually seriously down.
Oh yeah, I'm super down.
Just highlighting this one again for a customer.
Dude, this was a fun one I did. This is like one of the first books I ever did. It's like in black and white, but like he's busting up a drug deal. It was look at this splash page, man. Look at that splash page. That was beautiful work, man. This guy out of India did incredible work on this book. Yeah, I've had the itch, brother, so this is good. We shall do it. I got the itch.
Yeah, my mind is just thinking of so many different things right now. It's cool.
Yeah, man. It's good to have those juices flowing.
Yeah. All right. Pretty much gonna end the show. Hey, Theory, do you think Disney will make a book of Luke Skywalker training Grogu? And also, hope you do not mind me asking, what XLR microphone do you use? Audio Technica at 2020 XLR mic or Shure SM7B mic? Oh, this is a Shure SM7B attached to a cloud lifter, attached to a Scarlett Focusrite. And then in the other room, I'll do a live stream in the other room one day because that's the real room where I record. And it is a beautiful room with all the equipment and stuff I have. For all you equipment heads out there, you'll appreciate it.
For sure.
You sound guys.
Yeah.
I found your morose comic, Josh. Someone found your comic.
Yeah, man. Look, we had a lot of fun, and there's some of those books that I edited too over there. There was a character Stealth that was a part of the line that I thought was great. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in my time as a comic book dude.
It's true.
Yeah, man. Indeed, X-Wing. Indeed. And you're such a positive dude, X-Wing. It's good to see you, man.
More Nerd Theory shirts? Sure. I just released a couple new items of merch if you guys want to check it out, but I'm really bad at marketing stuff. I don't know. I just figure If you like it, you like it. You'll check it out.
Sure.
But yeah, we do have Nerd Theory merch. If you want to check it out,
Heck
I will pop it up right now before we end.
I'm a big fan of the hoodie. The hoodie is so comfy, man.
Well, no, now they have the new we got the new material. It's called AS. The AS hoodie, the AS. I got a few in the back.
What's it like?
It's like it literally feels like Lululemon. Wow. It's like this stretchy, comfortable yet breathable material. It's like this Nike. It feels like that, but even higher quality.
Yo, okay.
It's not like some like cheap.
Yeah,
like they really. It's like their premium line or whatever. AS or AS or whatever.
I think they got either bought or whatever because they're rebranding to just Spring. So instead
it's just Spring now, yeah. No, I work with someone there closely that governs and helps me with all my merch.
Yeah, that's sick.
They changed it to Spring, and then now there's this new line that's like super freaking. They sent me a few of them. I'm gonna go find one actually.
Yeah, that's dope. While you're doing that, I'll talk to everybody in chat because they also one of the things that Spring is doing is they're adding NFTs soon to the Spring store, which I think is actually kind of cool. And I'm really interested to see like how they do that and if the NFTs can really come off of Spring and go to an actual wallet. That would be really interesting. I don't know if you guys know much about NFTs or crypto or whatever, but that's something that we're really interested over on the Den of Nerds. So I'm pretty interested to see if they actually follow through on that. But I'm also interested to see this dope shirt quality that Theory's got because we have some exclusive merch on the Den of Nerds store right now that's only available for Loki. So if you guys are liking the Loki show, we've got a couple of dope Loki shirts, which are kind of limited edition because you can only get them while Loki is going on. So only for the next 5 weeks, we'd be able to pick up those shirts if you're feeling it. And if this material that he's about to show us is as dope as he says, I shall make those new designs available in this new shirt, unless I can't. It might be some fancy Theory thing that only he's got for now. Plebs like me don't get it yet. I guess. It kind of feels like he can't find the shirt, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put a 1 into the chat if you think that Theory cannot find the shirt. Put a 2 into the chat if you think he stopped to eat some Oreos or something. See what you guys say. Yeah. What's these Oreo questions? What's going on with the Oreo questions? Am I missing something? That's a lot of ones. Yo, he's gonna come back and be like, yo, sorry, I couldn't find the shirt. Oh man, that's fun. That's fun stuff, man. 2 for show. Oh yeah, well, hey, maybe he's munching out, man. Got some good old Oreos. I sport my 3 Nerd Theory shirts and we'll be ordering the 2 new Loki variants Friday. Yo, thank you, Bon John. Appreciate the love, my man. Those the Loki shirts are pretty lit, bro. I'm actually looking forward to getting mine in so I can rep it on the watch parties. If you guys do like Loki, you should come by for our watch party as well tomorrow night. Is Mark in chat? I saw some people saying that Mark was in chat. If you're in here, Mark, how are you? How are you, Sith Lord? Come to Germany someday? Maybe, man. Maybe. If the world ever gets back to normal. Maybe we will. I'm trying to get Theory. I'm starting to do gaming streams Friday nights, guys. So over on the Den of Nerds Live, we're going to be doing gaming streams every Friday. Theory's been trying to game with me forever, and I keep just telling him I got to get this thing set up. I finally got my second monitor, finally set up. So I think Friday he and I will be doing some gaming. Maybe try to get him to play some Apex or something to that effect. I don't see Mark. I see people referring to Mark, but I don't see Mark. Look at the message. Yo.
I don't know where the green one is, but that's the hoodie, and that's the really nice one. This is the same material. You probably can't really see on screen, but this is my new design that, again, haven't marketed, but like put months and months into behind this.
Yeah,
But
bro.
The material is like this.
Whoa.
It's this very soft, very almost kind of got a bit of a stretch to it.
Yeah.
Comfy, yet form-fitted kind of thing. And you can watch it, like I've watched this 7 times, and just the design is totally fine. Let me model it for you.
Yo, I am pumped. That seems real chill, man. I gotta get. Is that just a thing? Whenever you come back on, is that just a thing that's in testing right now, or like can you get that right away, like for order? Because if you can get that, John, right away, bro, I'm gonna order some, and also I want to put some of my stuff on that. Because that looks nice, bro. Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like fits really nice.
Dude, nice, bro.
Yeah, it looks good. It's very comfy, very breathable.
I gotta get some.
Hoodie is like, yeah. So they anyway. So if you want to put your design on their stuff on Spring, this is what the quality is going to be like from now on if you choose the As selection.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a very good fit. Anyways, did anyone send any messages while I was away for 5 years? Yo, Vito, I see you in the chat, man. How you doing?
Some people are saying Mark was in chat. I didn't see him, but if he is, what up?
Where?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might be just trolling.
Mark and I are starting our lightsaber business, actually.
Yeah, man, that's sick.
Yeah. So it's back on track now, which is great.
Nice. Yeah.
There's a few months off, and
yeah, you gotta let me know when you guys are going to market. I want to try to get a couple of the first ones.
Dude, I'm gonna send you one.
Let's
Shut
go.
up.
Let's go.
I'll send you one. Yeah, they're super limited, and then we'll do a Den of Nerds run too. Eventually, we could do some sort of a collab.
Ooh,
where,
man.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah. Can you pin the Nerd Theory merch? Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yo,
I did.
It is Mark. It's either a fake Mark account or it's the real Mark. Either way, much love to Mark Fernandez.
Where?
I see. He said, "Yo," at 9:35.
Text me if it's you. Oh, it is him. Yeah, because it's actually him because he's a
nice
mod.
Nice.
What's going on, master?
Mark, your boy Steve, been doing some real good articles lately, man. Over on that Collider, tell you, some good articles over there.
Mark, should I tell him? Or...
Well, I mean, they're still boys. I mean,
yeah,
I know. Yeah. They're still boys over there. Yeah.
Right. When Mark enters chat.
Surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
All right, chatty chat. I think we're done. I'm gonna go eat some food and then stream some GTA. What are you gonna do? You going on your channel?
Probably not tonight. Probably play with the pups a little and get some food or whatever. But I was just telling them while you were off camera, Friday nights for now on, I'm gonna be gaming like 7:30 streams on my channel. So if you're gaming at that time,
finally,
I know, finally. Jeez. So we'll get
like over a year, man. What the hell?
I know, bro. I know. I'm the worst. I finally got a second monitor, and honestly, having a second monitor, I can't believe I went this long with one monitor.
Wait, you had one this whole time?
Yes, one this whole.
I have 3,
bro. I know. I'm thinking about getting another one just for chat, like a little guy over the side.
3 is the way to go.
Yeah.
I got chat up here, I got you up here, and then here I got all the like extra stuff from going on the internet or whatever. Like
honestly, man, it's so crazy. Like I was like, this is amazing. It feels like
sometimes I have chat here too.
Yeah, dude, it's just crazy. I can't believe I went that long. So no, we're set up and we're gonna be streaming Friday, man. So we'll get some gaming going on for sure.
Cool. All right, chat. It's been a pleasure as always. We appreciate you. I'm sorry if I missed any super chats. But thank you for sending them. Appreciate it. It'll go towards the comic fund.
Yeah.
One last message from Jacob. He says, "Fuck you." Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Jacob.
Hope you have a great night. Thank you for that. Awesome. Make sure to check me out on Spotify and Apple iTunes, new podcast every single day. And of course, keep the conversation going at StarWarsTheory.com on the forums. Check Josh out at
Denim Nerds with the Denim Nerds Live, baby. Loki watch party tomorrow night. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, dope. Wait, they have it coming out on
Would be technically 3 a.m. Wednesday, but to
Like
me,
midnight?
pretty much tomorrow night. I'll be staying up till 3.
tomorrow, 11:55 p.m. kind of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, wow, those smart bastards. So they don't mess it up with Bad Batch.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They know what
Yeah.
they're doing.
They got some plans. They got
They
some
know what they're
plans.
doing, dude. They know what they're doing. All right, we love you. Yeah, we'll catch you later.
See you guys.
Peace. Wait. I gotta be a little faster on this. Hold on. There we go.
And you're sounding like a